Hey everybody, this is Al from Al's Topic Mixer. Um, we've recently had two things in the news that have caught my attention. One is happening right here in Alabama. Alabama has passed the most comprehensive anti-abortion bill probably in the United States. Um, the only exception to the bill is in the case of the life of the mother, and that's it. No rape or incest. That's not even covered. So it's a crime if you have an abortion, you have rape or incest. Um, I'm pro-life. I will tell you up front, I'm pro-life, and I do believe it's about personal choice. But I also believe what's wrong with America is they won't fundamentally listen to education. On the conservative side, a lot of people don't even want to talk about contraceptives. And on the liberal side, they don't believe in teaching abstinence. I believe that's fundamentally something that should be. And I think a lot of sex issues in the United States is because of a lack of education. Of course, your mom and dad talk to you about the birds and the bees, and they try to do the best they can. But there's a lot of social media things on the news that maybe we can do a little bit better job in schools and teaching people so that we don't have a proliferation of babies, unwanted babies. Um, if we would do a better job on the education side and socially about it, being socially sensitive to the fact that children are watching. I think that's where we need to fix that. Now, as far as the laws go, uh, I don't think you can fundamentally change that or give a doctors a choice on that. I would love to see the law go away, but I want to see it be a universal vote that everybody agrees to. It's kind of like gambling. This state holds back gambling. Not everybody in the state doesn't believe. In the state of Alabama, believes in not gambling. So it's kind of wrong that it's against the law in the state just because it hurts one person's Christian values over everybody else's. You know that you as a Christian have a personal choice not to do it. It's like drinking. You have a personal choice not to drink. It's like smoking. You have a personal choice not to smoke, but those things aren't illegal. So, and yes, abortion is big because this is the sanctity of life. We're talking about life. Of course, I'm also a person who's pro-life and everything. That means I'm against the death penalty as well. I do not believe in the death penalty. You may hear me say some things sometimes because I get angry when I see some things like children being hurt, women abused, crimes against people because of the color of their skin, because of their religion. I really think those things are terrible, but at the same time, I think a person's punished more by being in jail and in their life. Because as far as my beliefs go, that once you die, you can be forgiven before you die, and there's no eternal torture. Your torture's here on earth, and that's the truth. There's in heaven, there's no torture in heaven. You may be going to hell. That's a chance you take if the person has been forgiven by God, because God forgives everybody except for one sin, and that's not to is to hold other gods before Him. That's the only thing that He does. So fundamentally speaking, on that belief about abortion, um, I also think there's ulterior motive, well, not the alternative, but ulterior motives. Um, like I said, the Republicans control both houses of Congress. They control the White House. They could have legislated a bill to try to send an amendment to the Constitution to ban abortion or something. But apparently that wasn't popular enough in Congress. There was not enough momentum in Congress for them to do that, or they wanted to leave the issue to the states so they can challenge states' rights. Conservatives are fundamentally against government overreach. Some conservatives don't even want there to be government at all, as you've seen people comment on my page. In that being said, a lot of conservatives had said that the world was better before the 1950s. Guess what happened in the 50s? The enactment of civil rights laws, the Voting Rights Act in the 60s, the affirmative action bill. All those things happened within that period of time. And it's sad to say that a lot of people seem to want to hawker to a earlier time before that, saying that the world was better before then. And oh, it's not about those bills. But apparently you felt the federal overreach during that time. And yes, this comes up also in KKK meetings, white nationalist meetings. And I'm not saying that all conservatives are that, but those people tend to lean towards conservatives. And this abortion bill, which the church has linked itself to, because they're a lot of, if you're a Christian, a lot of you are very happy that Alabama has made abortions illegal. But Christianity is the ultimate religion of personal choice. You can't force someone to be a Christian. You can't force someone not to be a sinner. It is not, it's fundamentally against the very things that Christians believe. The law is important. As a Christian, you follow the law. If you're not, you choose not to. But it's part of our Christian belief that we do not force our beliefs on others. And again, this is that. It's like other bills that are coming out in some states that try to make Christianity the law of the land, so to speak, in certain ways. At the same time, like I said, I believe that this bill has alternative motives. And those alternative motives are, again, to challenge states' rights. And like I said, that has a lot of implications. Those may not be the case, but in my heart, that's possible. If the state can change that, they can change voter laws, which they've always been trying to change, the voting rights laws. Affirmative action, another thing that's been a target of conservatives. Definitely that. School segregation, not so much, but it has been a target of some conservatives as well. And you say, well, how can you link that and abortion is about Roe versus Wade? Sure, it's about Roe versus Wade. But at the same time, it's about a state's right to choose whether they want to abide by Roe versus Wade. In any case that deals with the state and their fundamental right over what the federal government says, can always turn into an issue about civil rights. I believe that. I truly believe that. And that's my statement on that one. If you have a comment or want to comment below, please feel free to comment below. This will be on YouTube as well as on Topic Mixer. So if you're on YouTube, please subscribe if you like this video. Like again, this is the Alabama guy, Al's Topic Mixer, and I hope you enjoyed this short piece. Good night.